the position group that the Browns might have most eyes on, at least in the fan base, is the wide receiver position. What will be the depth chart for the Browns after preseason going into this Super Bowl run that the Browns are about to go on? Drew, Eric, let's go to you. Drew first here. Thoughts on who's going to make it onto this final roster and the wide receiver depth chart?
Yeah. So I have a bit of a surprise name for the latter, or for the former there, who's going to make the team. From everything I have seen so far this preseason, I hope they find a way to keep Austin Watkins. I don't know exactly what he's going to look like against starting caliber NFL cornerbacks, but I know what he looks like as a number 5 or number 6 receiver against number 6 and 7 and number 8 cornerbacks for other teams, and he is having his way with them. So he's played in 2 games so far in the preseason, 8 receptions, 106 yards. He's caught a touchdown. I think he is somebody who, at least based on preseason and based on some of the training camp stuff that I follow, I think he has played his way onto this team. I would love to see them find a way to keep him. As for the actual battle for number 4 cornerback, I suspect that's going to come down to rookie Cedric Tillman versus second-year player David Bell. So far, pretty even in terms of what they've done in the 2 preseason games. Cedric Tillman, 4 receptions, 42 yards. David Bell, 5 receptions, 39 yards. He has caught a touchdown pass. So I'm very intrigued to see who ends up on the depth chart on that number 4 spot. I think it's going to very much come down to individual matchup there. If they're looking for the slightly more physical player, I think that's Bell. But Cedric Tillman is no slouch there. I think he gives a little more on the speed sort of side of things, although that is not the sort of strength of his game. So really interested to see who wins that battle. That's sort of where I'm handicapping it.
Eric, who are they going to cut?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, so I got a top 6. I've really liked what I've seen so far from Elijah Moore, Austin Watkins, and Cedric Tillman so far this preseason. David Bell's making plays here and there, and then the 2 guys that are up front, kind of all quiet on the Western Front, which I guess you would expect from your top 2 guys. You're kind of just laying low. So I got Cooper, Moore, and Peoples-Jones as the top 3. I got Tillman, Watkins, and Bell as the next 3, provided they keep 6. I really want to keep Marquise Goodwin on the roster, but I can't at this moment because we don't know exactly what's going to happen. If we were to keep him over the other 2, I would potentially put Watkins and Bell up for that 6th spot and have Goodwin at maybe number 5. I don't know if they're going to keep 7. I really want to keep Goodwin, especially my son and I were at training camp a week ago, and he was wearing a Bernie Kosar jersey, and Goodwin was kind of doing his stretches, and he was like, "Oh, you have my number." And, we had this long conversation about who's faster. The faster one can wear number 19. And I said my son's a leadoff hitter for his coach pitch team. And, he kind of was like, "Oh, that's the leader of the team." So we had a lighthearted little conversation, kind of a little bit on camera. I thought that was kind of neat. So that was pretty cool. So at least hopefully I'll be able to tell him something during the season, be like, "Hey, that's the guy you talked to." But unfortunately, with his blood clot situation, he might be on the outside looking in. So I'd really like to see, more of Watkins to continue to progress this preseason, as well as Tillman, who is a rookie. Bell has a lot of room to grow. He has shown more already this preseason than last year, which isn't a whole ton, but those 6 I think are kind of locks, in my opinion.
And Eric giving us the inside scoop with the on-field report. Thank you. I'm rooting for Goodwin as well.
Yeah, me too. You got a whole fan base there.
Yeah.